it's your girl Maddie back with another video, and today I'm going to do back to school makeup tutorial. And I know for most of you out there, we all hate going back to school after the summer, especially me, so I am very sad that summer's coming to an end. But I do want to start off by doing this tutorial. That's like the only thing I look forward into the year is doing my makeup every day. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with my Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. I'm going to buff it out with my MAC brush, which is a 252 brush, and then I'm going to set it with a light color from my Smashbox palette. It'll be up there. And my MAC 239 SES brush. By the way, it's the hashtag Shape Matters Eye Palette. Now I'm going to use my Sephora Pro Crease Brush, and that light kind of pinky peachy shade, it's shown on the monitor or on the screen above, and it's from my Smashbox palette. And I'm just buffing this into my crease as a transition shade. This is going to be a very light eye look. It's going to be very natural. This whole look is going to be really natural because it's school and you don't want to go in with full glam. Now I'm taking the shade with my same brush shown on the screen. It's kind of like a grayish color, but it's not too like cold gray. It's like, I don't really know how to explain it. I'm really bad at explaining colors, but I'm gonna put it below the transition shade and blend it down into outer V. We are almost done with this eye look. I'm just gonna take my MAC 239 SES brush, and I'm mixing the shade that I used before and a brown shade. I know it's like kind of like the brown marker shade, but I'm gonna put that on my outer V and lash line. And I like to mix these two together because just the brown is gonna be too much by itself, and it kind of like blends together using the shade before. Kind of see what I mean. Now we're going to do a very thin line of liquid liner, and I want it to be really thin because it's obviously it looks more natural, as I keep saying, and I still like to use it even though it's like black. You can use a brown if you want to make it look more natural. I just said that again. But I like the black. I normally wear this like every day. So I'm going to put this on, and then after I'm going to use my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara because it curls, which looks a lot more natural than a volumizing mascara. So let's just get into it. I actually already filled in my eyebrows before I knew I was going to film a video today, but I will have a beauty dictionary video on eyebrows up soon, and I think it's a really good video. So yeah, now let's get on to my face products. Now I'm going to prime using my Spackle Hydrating Primer from Laura Geller, and my foundation is going to be tinted moisturizer because it's a lot less coverage and it has 30 SPF in it, which is amazing for every day because you definitely want SPF when you're out and about. So this is the Velvet Matte Skin Tint from NARS. By the way, I am using my fingers to apply this tinted moisturizer because it doesn't look streaky. You can also use a sponge, but I would not recommend using a brush because you'll have lots of streak marks in your face. But it works perfectly fine with your fingers or a sponge. Now I'm using my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer and e.l.f. stippling brush. You can see I'm not applying as much concealer as normally, just like 3 dots, and I'm going to blend in a triangular motion instead of applying it because it's too much to wear every day. Now, Coty Airspun powder everywhere that I put concealer This is actually way too much powder, and I would not use this much every day. I'm gonna brush it off, so don't worry. Now I'm using the smallest bit of bronzer from my Sephora Trio in the shade Medium with my MAC 109 SES brush. I'm like tapping it in a few times and then tapping off the excess because I do not want to look like too much. So just bronze, so you need a little contrast in your face or else it looks too abnormal. In that same trio, I'm going to use the blush and my It Cosmetics complexion brush. I'm just going to tap it in a few times and then put that on my cheeks. Now I'm going to use ColourPop's Lunch Money as a highlighter. Well, it is a highlighter, and that's what I'm using it for. This is one of their more less blinding highlighters, but if you want a really blinding and bright one, then go for their Flexitarian, because that one is just like sending signals of highlight everywhere. Going back to my Smashbox palette, I'm going to use my MAC 239 SES brush. I'm actually going to mix together all three of the colors that we use, or that I use because it's my face. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm going to put it under my eyes. I am now going to line my lips in MAC lip pencil in the shade Whirl and fill it in using my Benefit lipstick in the shade Lady's Choice. And that's the end of this tutorial. Now, if you're going to school, you can use some of these products. You can use all of them, a little more or a little less, whatever you would like. But I kind of like the way this turned out. It might be a little much for me to wear to school, but you know, if I'm feeling a little fancy. So yeah, I really hope you like this video, and please make sure to give this a big like. Follow me on my Instagram at Glam with Maddie, and follow me or watch me in my next video. See you later. Bye. Oh, also be sure to subscribe.